Hey y'all, what is up? Welcome to the AI Marketing Department training with your special host, me, Lindsay Shearer. I'm super excited to chat with you guys about all the amazing tools and techniques that I'm using with clients and on our business to really master this process of installing an AI marketing department for as many steps in the marketing process as we possibly can. And I'm going to walk you through today all of the strategies and tools that we're using and just try to give you guys some ideas of where you can install your own AI marketing department, what it looks like, the different pieces on the puzzle that your AI marketing department can solve, and really trying to automate that process and systematize everything for you so that you're able to spend less time, spend less money on ads and things like that, and really just get the systems in place. If you're anything like me, I swear I have spent a million years for myself and for clients really just trying to optimize every single part of the marketing process, and it takes forever sometimes. So I'm excited to share with you guys how we are using those strategies in a very specific way to really help you master this process of marketing with AI. So I'm excited to have y'all. How many of you have bookmarked AI tutorials for months but built nothing? That was me forever. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm watching a million Instagram videos and not implementing anything. Feeling overwhelmed by AI tools. There's a new one coming out, it seems like every single day. You're watching competitors move really fast. Your work is still nonstop, but you feel behind, or you have a great offer, but you feel like you have broken marketing. You are not alone if you're feeling those things. And what does it look like in your life if you have a consistently selling product? If your revenue is on autopilot, if your marketing department's on autopilot, if you're getting 20 hours a week back, if you're not having to hire a million new staff members all the time, and you're really having that time to really spend more time dreaming and creating the vision and really engaging. I know for me, for a long time, I really lost track of and I would get really frustrated because I'd have all these amazing ideas and the time from idea to implementation just took so long of a runway that I would get discouraged and frustrated because I'd have all these things to do and feel really overwhelmed like I wasn't actually getting anything to market. So, how many of you are ready to compress in 18 months into 90 days of this learning curve, install AI instead of researching it forever indefinitely, build systems instead of chaos and figuring out how each of those pieces of the puzzle actually fit together, and becoming the CEO of your entire system without you being the bottleneck? I know I am always the bottleneck with my team. So, if something's waiting, it's for me typically. So, I really want you guys to get the most out of today by participating, being radically honest with your process, and then treating this like a heavily paid mastermind, because I have spent millions and millions of dollars and learned from the best and all the highest paid masterminds to bring these tools, techniques, and strategies to you guys. And I really want you to drop your aha moments in the chat so that I can answer your questions. We'll have time for Q&A at the end. So my goal for the next 65 minutes is to show you guys how to use Claude to build digital products. How do you give you a repeatable system to create, package, and monetize your products with AI and really install your marketing department? The first step, obviously, is getting your product created, making sure it's a good product market fit, and then installing and launching the AI mastery behind it for the marketing side. And then I want to show you how to automate the execution part of the marketing process. And then if you stay until the end, we have a founder's pricing, VIP bonuses. If you want to work with us, we have some next steps for that, both done for you and done with you to really figure out where you're at in the process and how much you want to take on yourself, how much you want to have your teams. And then, of course, we have a done for you options for if you don't want to do anything and you want us to just install it and you don't have to stress. And then we also have fast action bonuses that are only live during this event, and the doors close when this summit is over. So I want to give you guys all the tools. Also, at the end, we're going to share a Claude AI setup guide that I have for you guys for free. If you're not using Claude, you're missing out. It is automating so many systems and parts of our processes. So I want to make sure you guys have the skills, artifacts. You know how to use Cowork, Chat, and Code. They're all three separate entities, and design we have on there now too. So want to make sure you guys understand that process. So any objections for us to get straight into the goodies? So how much is not using Claude or AI costing you in your marketing? For me, I didn't know what I didn't know until I started using it and realized, holy goodness, I am spending so much time, revenue, energy. I'm losing money every single day. I'm wasting all of my time, effort, and energy on these repetitive tasks every day of things that I should be having AI automate. And then you lose confidence and time freedom over time where you're getting overwhelmed and you're really stressed and things just seem to be getting harder instead of easier. So if you're in that process, I promise you, I understand. And nobody's telling you, here's what no one's telling you. Most people are using AI, but it's not working. I have people that are coming to me all the time that are using AI every day, but they're not actually creating something that's a monetizable system that they're making any money with. So if you're using AI, awesome, and it's helping you with time, great. But if it's not making you money and helping you with your bottom line, you are highly, highly, highly missing out and you're doing something wrong. So my goal is to help you guys not be overwhelmed with tasks, not have disconnected tools, not be overwhelmed with any real strategy and be losing revenue actually because if you're using a ton of AI and it's not producing you any money, the token usage and I mean we're spending thousands of dollars a month already on Claude. It's saving me time for and many other AI tools, but it's saving me staff hours. But tying those things directly to income is exactly what you need to be doing. So there is a hidden cost if you're not doing it right. You have generic copy, no engagement, fake automations that are not actually working or doing things, or you think they're working in the background and you're not getting Slack notifications. That happens a lot with my clients. You have hours wasted, and then 6 months later, you really still have no new strategy. If you guys are in that position and you started getting excited about AI last year and you're still not making money with it, then now is the time to do it. And the worst part is you probably don't have a real system and you know that the money is there and you know that if you had a real system you would be making a ton of money but you're not really sure how to get there. And I get it. We have tried and tested and done a lot of things for our clients and have had a lot of system challenges with no system or disconnected tools, or we call it the duct tape method where everybody's kind of duct taping a bunch of stuff together and there's no central hub that's running the show, and therefore that's not affecting your bottom line. You're not getting any sales, and you may be paying twice in lost revenue and in lost time. So we don't want you guys to wake up 6 months from now and feel like, oh my God, I'm still behind the times. So my goal for you guys to walk away with today is a 5-step framework to show you exactly how to get an AI powered marketing operation system. We're going to show some live demos. I'm going to give you a small win so you can leave with things immediately that you can implement. And then I'm going to give you guys a clear next step. If you want to work with us, great. Or if you want to get next steps in your education, that's awesome. So this training is for you if you're wearing too many hats, you're already using AI and not getting results, your team is growing faster and AI is growing faster than your team, but there's a lot of bottlenecks. You're looking for leverage with AI and you're ready to build infrastructure, but you're not really sure how. And you don't need more tools, you actually need a system. This is also for founders and business owners who want to save time, reduce costs, and grow faster. Who, if you have an info product or you're a course creator, we help launch, grow, scale profitable offers every single day, webinars, all kinds of ad systems, coaches and consultants. If you're doing one-on-one service or your trainings or you're doing corporate trainings or anything like that, really want to help you get mastering this process of AI marketing. If you have an ecom brand, there are so many great specific ecom tools and using, all steps of the process from email, SMS, all of those things and running your ads. And then if you're a marketer or a marketing team and you want to work with clients or you really want to start implementing AI into your marketing strategies, this is for you. So in the last 12 months, how many products ideas have you had that you have not launched? This to me, I have a running document on my phone that is constantly getting filled up with ideas. And I have a Slack channel just for myself, just for ideas. So all of those things could be multi-million dollar ideas if they were actually executed. How many of you guys have spent money on tools, resources, freelancers, staff that hasn't produced anything? Yes, yes, and yes, all of the above. How many of you have spent extra hours working past 6 p.m. or working past time with your family or foregoing vacations? And how much revenue has someday cost you? You don't have to say it out loud, but I know you feel that number. I sure definitely did. hired, even last year, we hired so many extraneous folks. We had no, there were certain parts of my business that didn't have systems in place. And it constantly, every single day, I'm going into clients' businesses and there's so much waste all around their entire systematic process. So I really want to give you guys a clear picture of how to get out of that mess. And there really are two reasons why businesses don't scale. Number one, you either don't have an offer that converts, and I see this all the time, or you do have an offer that doesn't convert, or your offer is not positioned properly, you don't have good messaging, you're missing an audience, or you have great marketing, or you have no marketing. So weak offer, even with great marketing, is expensive silence. So if you guys have ever put anything out there and heard crickets on social media or not gotten your ads to convert, you know. Or if you had great and you spent a lot of money but nothing converted, that is a very stressful place to be in. Or reason number two, you're the bottleneck. You're trying to do too many things. You're following up on every DM, email, ad, and funnel. You don't have systems in place. You don't have an automated marketing department. Your marketing team, maybe you have a couple freelancers and they're not trained. Maybe you are trying to use AI, but you don't even have any real systems or brand kit put together, and it's producing really crappy results, which trust me, I see it every day. Yeah, this is for you. The work isn't getting lighter. It really is getting heavier if you're not doing things right. So I'm going to go through, this is really, really critical and important, I think, the mistakes that even the best marketers make with AI, so you guys don't make these same mistakes and waste time. So mistake number one, you think AI is going to be you. It's going to be your brain. It's going to just automatically give you the results that you need. It's going to pop out this amazing set of, oh my gosh, I'm going to fix your business in one single click. That is a massive mistake. AI has to be trained. It has to be fed a ton of data so that it can become a simplified, functioning semi version of your brain that can actually produce content. And there's a lot of processes that go into that process. And if you don't get this right, you literally miss every single other part of the business. It's not going to give you the results in any way, shape, or form that you want. And it affects every single part of your marketing, every single part of your offer creation, your website development, your emails, every single part of your business process if this is not done right. And I would say I have never had a client where I could say this was done right. So it's a massive, massive gap. Mistake number two, you never built a real avatar inside AI. So you just maybe you have elements that you understand about your audience and what they want, but you don't really know and you haven't really spent the time to do the research and understand the systematized gap filling process that we use to find information about your ideal avatar and actually speak directly to them. Because the best marketers don't have to make things super complicated. They're solving a really clear solution and giving that answer and solution to the ideal person that needs it, right? So if you're not doing that main thing, and most people are not, your AI will never be trained properly. So this is a process. It's a detailed process that we take our clients through, and I want to show you guys some of that today. Mistake number three, you've copied a viral prompt. Or you're trying to use a generic skill, or you're trying to find something that somebody else is using that you're hoping you can just plug and play into your business, and you're not getting that type of results, and you're having to massage the entire process so deeply and detail oriented, and you're not getting what you want. I see that every single day, all day long, and it's across the board. It doesn't matter how good of a market you are, how, if you're brand new to this, everybody makes those mistakes. I would say I have not had a client who hasn't been doing that right. Mistake number four, you're using AI like a search engine and not using it like a co-pilot or a chief of staff or an assistant or a high tech operator in your business, and you don't have systems in place in processes to do that. And it does take work and it does take a process. So that most people are still using just chat or even using Claude to like, oh, hey, do this thing, but it's not really like fully trained to do that. And then mistake number five, you think that input good equal. You don't realize that quality input is required to have quality output. And if it's not taking your information and it's not being trained with all of your sales calls and all of these things, it's not going to give you the type of output that you want. So it really is a process to do each step of these. I've simplified those. They seem very easy, but there's a lot of steps in each of those to make it great and make it actually produce what it is that you want. And then of course, you never trained it on you. Mistake number six. I see this all the time. I still don't feel like in every single process in my business, I still feel like I'm constantly training it. And this is an ongoing process. It's not like a one and done, you trained it on you. Like we're constantly training the AIs to get better and better with more information, more data, more sales calls, more social media posts, more YouTube videos that we're doing, more events. Like all of these things are making my AI better and better because I'm constantly training it to understand me better. And then every time we create a new offer, we have to keep training it and keep training it. So, and or this is probably the biggest mistake that I see. Most people don't have any processes at all now to start with, much less are you giving your AI processes to create. So that entire system is, AI can't automate anything if it doesn't know how to do that process. So walking through and creating systems and processes is a massive challenge. And it's something that once you do it and you learn how to do it, it's going to just make everything in your life a million times easier with AI. And how does consistent sales change everything else in your brand? For us, all of those mistakes led to the not having consistent sales. It was inconsistency, and I see it with my clients every single day. They're not consistently creating content, they don't have good ads consistently, and it is a lot of work to do all of the steps in the marketing and do it well. So, if you're missing certain pieces and certain steps, you're not moving the lever to make more sales. So, it looks like, your family, you're glued to your laptop while everyone's having dinner. It looks like not having recurring income. It looks like I can't go on this trip right now because my business needs me. It looks like how many people do you reach when you're the bottleneck? It looks like I'm not getting my social media content out this week. It looks like my emails are not going out on time. It looks like I don't have a new offer and I really, really want to get this new offer because I know the landscape is changing so fast. I need to be able to go to market way faster. So I get it. Not having consistent sales looks like stress. So I want to show you what I mean in this process of what it looks like to do things the wrong way and then do things the right way. So, when it used to be that when you would create an avatar, you would produce a prompt and it would be kind of vague, you wouldn't have a lot of context, there wouldn't be a lot of details about your audience, and then it would produce this generic output, right? And then now, when we do it the way that we've kind of designed and structured, we call it the Authentics way. Before you would have vague and untrained um, AI, like basically LLMs and models, and you wouldn't have a clear graphic, and it would be really hard for it to trust and find the information that you're looking for. So it's trying to sort through a lot of different things and figure out what kind of logic makes something more important than something else. And so afterwards, when it's trained and it's specific to your audience. You have full content loaded. You can type in anything that you need. Like now for me, for example, even for the summit that we're doing, I have my AIs really clearly, specifically trained on exactly how I write, on exactly how I create content and all of these things. And so all I have to do is go in and tell it to write a social post about this or and it comes out like 99% of the way there usually. And it's got my links, it's got everything already trained in there. And it's, oh my gosh, such a time saver. It used to take forever to write and do every single one of these things. And I can trust it now. Because before it's like, oh no, I would have it create something, but I'm still having to edit it a million times and it's still not coming out exactly the way that I want it to. And ad copy can be a big deal too, because if your ad copy is done wrong, then you can get your ads banned, you can get your ads blocked. Those are huge risks and things that you don't, especially if you're dealing with a lot of ad budget. You don't want those things to happen. And generic ad copy doesn't convert. So it's costing you a boatload of money and you're getting generic output and generic images. And it just looks like what everybody else is putting out there. Now, with our systems, we type in the things that we need. I get really good, clear, specific content for my avatars. I get really good, consistent images. I have specific outputs that are results based. I'm constantly was writing in my prompts before, like, I need something results based because AI will give you a lot of fluff. We don't want fluff. We want really clear clarity in our audience. We want core transformations, objections addressed, proof and differentiation, what makes us different in the market, and strong supporting calls to action that are based on data of high performing ad accounts and profiles and things like that that are going to go in and save you time and money because you're not going to have to go through and make all the mistakes that everybody else makes when they're running their ads. And then for our content calendar, this is a massive change. It used to be that you're typing in a prompt and it's creating you specific generic outputs for example, your content, whatever, whatever, and you're coming back and your accounts end up looking just like everybody else's. And now with our Authentics content, we are going through and we have massive amount of data that's training our AIs on what's working, what isn't working. We have audience insights from our audience. We have our content pillars loaded. We have previous messaging framework that we've created. We have the hook bank. We have CTA strategy and formats for everything that's going to give us and set us apart and make our clients, myself and our clients, like look more positioned and actually get content that's converting. So my guess, what I really want you guys to do is type one thing in your customer experience that AI would never guess about you. So something that maybe is an accolade, maybe something that you've done and it's a case study. I find myself doing this all the time when I'm on sales calls. I'm like, oh, wow, I forgot. I need to write that down and add that into my automated system. Now I've created an automated system that just pulls all of our information from our sales calls and starts creating files and skills and MD files, aka training my AI with these little experiences. So those are things that you can easily do inside Claude is every or whatever LLM you're using, we have a system set up to where every single time I have a sales call or a podcast or anything that I'm doing, it's pulling a transcript and taking it and putting it into Claude and training that and putting it in a folder where it's like, okay, these things need to be added to objection handling. These things need to, and it, we have a system for it where it goes in and sorts each piece of those informations. And whether it's for a new product, whether it's for um, a done for you service or it's an objection that's being handled, all of those things get sorted and pull into that information. So here's where we are now. Mistakes that we've seen, vague prompts, no frameworks, surface level plans, no audience alignment, and low impact. Yeah, that's very real. And it's something that you don't know until you don't know when you start putting things out there. So the way that we win those things through our authentic system is we get clear on our context, we have proven frameworks, we have tailored output, and we do strategic advantage with a repeatable system. So you're in an era where your business is ready to transform with AI. You just need to figure out how to have a system to do it. So imagine waking up tomorrow with an AI brain that knows your business, knows who you are, has ads written for you that convert on autopilot, has an inbox filled with qualified prospect, and a dashboard that tells you what to do every day. It doesn't really get much better than that when it comes to marketing department. You have basically an AI chief of staff, you have less guessing, more growth, and it's all powered by Authentics. The alternative is you spend another 18 to 36 months switching tools, trying things, hiring agencies to do it for you, abandoning chats, falling further behind, and it's expensive, slow, fragmented, and it's a long road, trust me, with no guarantee. Even with a long runway and with years of systems, it still took us a while to get things implemented for our clients, to get AIs trained properly, to build these systems that we can teach and train for you guys, to actually create systems that are implemented in your business so that you don't have to take all the guesswork and you're getting the top 1% marketers in the world teaching you how to do every single piece of that system. There is a faster path. And when AI knows your business, it writes ads that convert, it fills your inbox, and it tells you exactly what to do every day, and it takes all the stress on this. So most founders blame the wrong thing on this process when it comes to marketing, tools, algorithms, the economy, their team, the market, all of these things. But the real problem is that your business really still depends entirely on you. This is something that all founders struggle with. It's something that every time you create a new product and it's your baby or it's your brand, or I see it a lot with like people trying to create new websites and landing pages, they are a representation of you. And therefore even your emails and social posts and all these things, you become a bottleneck because things depend entirely on, even if it's just you giving approvals. that takes a lot of time to do that. So your marketing department is broken if you're in the middle of that and you're the one doing that and approving the ads and approving every campaign and approving every follow-up and not having a system, then it really just runs through one person. And that's a lot of responsibility. It's stressful, it's decision making, it's very taxing, it's overwhelming. I see my founders come to me every single day overwhelmed and they don't know how to get out of this process because it's quote sort of working or it's bullwhip working we call it, where it's like you toss it out and like the it may be working and then you have a lot of backlash and it works when you work it, those types of things. So the traditional growth model, which we're describing, requires more people, marketing strategists, content creators, email marketers, media buyers, CRM specialists, CMO, chief marketing officers, video editors, designers, all of those things. And this is why marketing departments break because most founders either have no speed or no certainty or no systems or not the right staff is not trained. Even if you hire, we were just talking about on the panel yesterday, you can hire the best people, and if they're not trained, they don't have systems and they don't have AI staff to support them, they are going to be overwhelmed and they're not going to produce things with speed and they're not going to produce things with certainty. And it's going to actually cost you more time and effort because they're usually higher priced and you're not getting the output that you need. Trying to build things alone as well means abandoning chats, disconnected tools. You have chaos. I see this every single day, duct tape systems. There's endless experimentation that is not tied to actual income. And you have 18 to 36 months of guessing. And honestly, how much is that chaos costing you every year? It's a lot. I've looked at and done a lot of analyses for a lot of different types of clients, and you're losing time, you're losing money, you're losing ad spend, you're overpaying for staff. I mean, these you're not getting to market fast, so therefore your products, you're losing months of income producing on new products, and it just is chaos. So if you've been sitting on wasted subscriptions, abandoned AI chats, unfinished funnels, half-built systems. I come in every single day to businesses where there are a million half-built systems in every single direction and nothing's working together. And the staff doesn't even know where to start to like come in and build things. So if you're sitting on any of that, let's do the math on that for just a second. If your business is making $30,000 a month, but it could be making $100,000 a month, that's a gap of $70,000 a month. And every month you delay implementation costs you $70,000. In 6 months, you've lost $500,000 nearly. So those are very, very expensive decisions. And that's just on one product. So imagine you have multiple products that are not producing income and you're spending all these staff hours and it's amazing. So what would it be worth for you guys to literally never do that again? If I could hand you the exact build, what would it be worth to you to have a validated product idea done in an hour, a sales pitch, automated opt-in pages, all of that stuff done in a day, Stripe checkouts, real payments, day one assets ready to launch and shipped for your and publish for your social media and your ads. Hold that number. Even if it's like $3,000, that I would say $3,000 to $5,000 is on average for the price to do even those types of things. And it would take, imagine doing those in a single day. The runway for this used to be 6 to 8 months for a new product to get launched. It's wild. So today I'm going to show you what AI does inside each phrase, what can get installed for you, how we typically run our 12-week program so that you know how to build an entire system. And then by the end of the product, the end of the this entire session, you're going to know exactly what it takes and how we structure our 12-week programs for new clients so that they can install a new AI marketing department that's up and running and functioning. So, all that being said, if we have not met yet, what is up? I am Lindsay Shearer. I'm one of the top 1% marketers in the world. I have 15, 6, I don't even know, a lot of years experience at this point. I've worked with over 1,150 brands and I've scaled frameworks to $2 billion in revenue and more for my clients in direct to consumer. And that doesn't even include all the different products we've created. And it's just been a wild, wild ride. So the market cap is like crazy. I've helped clients sell their companies. I've helped them acquire. I've helped them acqui-hire, AKA buy another company just because they have really good staff. I've helped direct consumer, e-commerce brands, founders, you name it. I've worked with some of the biggest brands in the world. I'll let you guys check these out. Um, so I know the ins and outs of marketing systems. And I've been creating marketing systems forever for all different types of clients and really optimizing those systems internally and selling info products, high ticket, e-commerce, you name it. But I wasn't always that way. Before behind the 2 billion additional revenue, I was a lot of time the bottleneck because I'm speaking on stages, I'm doing all this stuff, I'm working 80-hour weeks. I had a giant team at one point that was just so completely overwhelming. Our payroll is hundreds of thousands of dollars a month and it's stressful, right? And most of those employees, I would say, if I look back now, the inefficiencies that we had were wild. And there were a tremendous amount of sleepless nights involved in every single part of that process. And the opportunity cost. I can't tell you how many ideas, again, I have a running folder of like thousands of ideas of great things that I've wanted to create that nothing is I was just getting more and more overwhelmed because I didn't even feel like I was 100% in my zone of genius because I was just doing the things that were paying the bills. And I wasn't actually able to create these things that I really wanted to create that were more in alignment with life purpose because I knew the amount of runway that it was going to take to get some of those things launched. Whereas now I was like, okay, I want to do a big summit. Okay, we got it done in a month, which is literally insanity with 50 plus speakers. So the things that AI can do are insane if you don't keep making the same mistakes I did. And my biggest mistake was spending years as a bottleneck and not immediately hiring somebody. We've done automations for 6 or 8 years, but not immediately hiring people to do AI. I wish we had done it I was dabbling probably 4 years ago, but we didn't have like full systems in place until like 3 years ago. I wish we had done more. I would have been farther along faster. And it's really hard too when you know you have a great product, you're really, really good at something, you know that you have good product market fit, and you're not able to get it out there into the world because you don't have good systems and you're not sure what's going to hit and convert. And especially as founders, you only have so much budget to do and try all of these things. And so when you are putting something out there, you really want it to be successful, right? So I had tried everything, more courses, more freelancers, more productivity hacks, pieced together all kinds of AI prompts and chats, and was still not producing things that I knew in my mind that we could create, but I wasn't seeing the fruit of like the fullness of those creations. So I bought more courses, I tried more agencies, and now I charge clients $7,500 to $30,000 a month to use a system that I built with the experience over the last 16 years of putting together systems and now mastering this process of AI and marketing it. And it wasn't a tool, it was a system. So all the time you'll hear people talking about different tools, and there's always something new. But the framework kind of works like I describe it like this. It's like a post office, right? Like the post office system of delivering your mail doesn't change, but the strategies of what's in the mailbox changes, right? So if you go to the post office and you know where to look for this particular mail piece of strategy, or the software in the box may change, but the overall strategy of how to use it is not going to change. So that's essentially what we're doing with our strategies, is not just using it like a tool, but actually creating a system. And everything also changed for us when we started installing AI, not just thinking about things. And I had tried and tested a lot of things, but my goal was always and I used to teach students in college. I'm like, listen, don't discount your services. Go in and start as a premium price and really get the knowledge by installing things immediately. And so that's what we've done, is installed, installed, installed. If it's not tied to revenue, we're not really doing it. Our goal has always been, very from the beginning, install everything that is, tied to revenue. So your first AI employee, maybe this is a big gap that I usually see, is human employees. Even if you're just starting out and you're really trying to install and implement, your human employees are 60 to 120K a year. There's an onboarding process, there's management, there's turnover. But with your AI employee, they're trained in hours, they work 24/7, there's infinite output, and they can scale immediately. So we have tons of AI employees that we're training inside and using and deploying every single day inside our AI marketing department. And that's true that most businesses don't need more employees. They actually need systems, automation, infrastructure, execution, and speed, even for their existing employees, so that they can have better success in their processes. So the businesses winning in 2026, they build faster. They're not necessarily bigger or smarter or more funded. They just build faster. So we want you guys to install the system so that you do not stay old and outdated tools and feel like you're just constantly chasing tools around, but you're actually building a system. And there is a massive gap between knowing and doing. We can know, I mean, how many people do you know that like know how to do great things, but they're not actually implementing, they're not actually out on social media, they're not actually doing the thing. Therefore, you're not going to make any money. So the marketing department evolution has evolve from the founder doing everything. And if you're still there, then we're here to push you next to the next stage in the process where you have limited capacity, inconsistent execution, you're burning out, and then you're hiring employees, which you still have high paying costs, hard to manage, inconsistent performance. And then now the version three is we build AI infrastructure with scalable execution, 24/7 day work, no days off, consistent results and system that compounds. So and we don't believe in not having employees. We just believe in having AI systems that are supporting our employees. So in 20 now we have um, content, ads, email automation. All of those things got exponentially easier. And before AI, if you were doing everything, support, funnels, all the things. So after AI, we do research, content, emails, funnels, automations, reporting, launch assets, building our products, marketing every single piece and part of our products. So what used to require a team of media buyers, strategists, content creators, CRM, email marketers, designers, project managers, huge payroll, meetings, complexity. Now AI is replacing people. It's not just replacing people really, it's more replacing the bottlenecks. So you have more leverage, more capacity, more scale without more complexity. That's overwhelming. And so why AI changes the economics is that this is really a not even just once in a decade, it's once in a lifetime opportunity. You know, you had things like electricity, the wheel, the internet, computers, and now you have AI. So we're in a revolutionary time where literally our entire functional understanding of humanity is changing. So this is not a trend, it's a generation shift. The trend is going to be more towards everybody having personal agents, and it's going to be impossible to compete with old systems if you're not using new systems. So yes, your comfort zone may be about to scream thinking through this process, but I will tell you that it may say to yourself that you're not technical enough. AI, maybe I'm not ready, maybe a different industry, maybe I'll do this next quarter, I don't have time. But being familiar and safe equals stuck. And I really don't want you guys to stay in that place of like, oh, maybe I'll just try it later or whatever. No, if you do that, you're going to be missing out. So you need to hit the mute button on those voices and take this time to invest in your new operating system. And so this is where we get to what it looks like to actually develop your AI marketing department. These are the steps that are required. This is what it's going to take you to have radical amounts of success. These are the steps that you need to train in order to get things through your process every single time you want to launch a new product or to rerun your existing products through and to actually get assets out and implemented into the world where you're actually marketing at that high level that you should be so that you're making sales every day. So first you need to validate the product, make sure that you're going through all of the necessary steps. We're going to go through each step of these here in a minute. Then you want to architect your product in a way that's actually solving the problem properly and is answering to the messaging and speaking to the direct avatar. Then you want to build your product properly so that it functions smoothly, people are getting what they need, and then you want to package it, automate it with AI, and then launch your ads and all of those things. And you cannot skip phases, and you can't do this without all the steps in the system. So phase one, validating, you want to have sales every hour. That means you need to attract, engage, nurture, convert, upsell, and retain your clients. So your leads need to be going through this funnel system where they're learning every single thing that they need to learn in a structured way that's pulling them through the funnel from never seeing you being cold traffic to highly converting, highly engaged, hot audience, all of those kinds of things where they're buying everything that you're selling. And you want to be able to kill ideas in 5 minutes flat. So you don't want to waste time, effort, money, energy on things that are not going to work. You also want to make sure that your idea, your research, your verdict, and everything is analyzed and you have a really good, clear verdict on when and what to launch. And you want to make sure that AI installs, pulls demand signals, reviews marketplace opportunities, reviews competitors, market gaps, scores the opportunity, and predicts where it's going to land in that process. So that's phase one. Phase two, you want then once you know this product is, answering the solution, all those things, you want to be able to have a faster time to market. Once you have a validated idea, you need a complete business model that's ready to architect this product for the offer, the customer, revenue model, sales system, operations, tech stack. All of those things need to go into that. And you need to turn one validated idea into a complete business model that's ready to launch. So that includes so many steps in the journey: product naming, positioning, customer journey, offer stack, asset checklist, marketing roadmap, launch sequencing. All of that stuff needs to happen in the architectural process. And you want to make sure you're addressing the customer journey, the offer stack, and the asset plan. How are you showing this? How are they getting from never seeing you before to knowing exactly what it is you offer to making sure that you're actually building all the structures that you need in the process for your funnel, et cetera. And then you want to build it. Obviously, we want lower payroll costs, but you definitely have to build your assets. So as it builds, then that's where you start launching and making money. So you need ad creative, landing pages, email sequences, sales assets, video content, social media, lead magnets, and reporting templates just to start. That doesn't even include operations and the delivery method of what it is that you're using to create your products. So you want to make sure that you have good builds, that you have your calculators, assessments, swipe files, interactive tools, and the goal is really you have your lead magnets, your interactive tools, and then you have your customer assets. And these are all forward-facing things that you need to build, not even considering all the things about operations on the back end. And then you need a package thing. You need to make sure that you're branding, you're making data-driven decisions on how things look, how they're packaging, and how people are going through the process. You're building revenue infrastructure with your landing pages, email flows, sales pages, checkouts. You're attracting, engaging, and converting new clients. And this is what we do with our AI. Our AIs, once they're trained well, and once we know all this data and information, we install sales pages, opt-in pages, offer stacks, pricing structures, checkout flows, contracts, terms, refund policies. All of these things are ongoing works and processes where we're constantly building trust elements, adding pricing structure, getting our analytics consistently set up, doing checkouts and sales pages, and building all those revenue structures so that we're collecting all of that information. Then phase five is monetize. You want to lower your cost per lead. Obviously, the cheaper the leads, the faster and more efficient, then we can have higher long-term value. We can have higher average order value, all of those things where we're really trying to make, we want our marketing efforts to have the most amount of impact that they possibly can. So every person that comes in is going through the proper nurture process, through the onboarding, through the product delivery, through the workflows, making sure that they're getting all the assets and emails and everything that they need and getting their payment processing. And so our AIs install our Start processing, our CRM automations, our pipelines, our tags, community access, email onboarding, upsells, retention sequences, all of these things. And then phase six is launching, where we're actually launching ads. We're going to market. We're actually building those things, sending them out, the ad creative, promo graphics, social content, email campaign, syndication. All these launch sequences are being set up and shared with a creative, social content, ads, comment bots, you name it. All those things are going live. All of that now lives inside one AI marketing department, 15 different systems in one AI marketing department. It's a lot of steps, but we have created a system to essentially automate this entire process. So, and train it. So you get in these things installed with 15 to 18 systems, depending on what you need in 6 different phases. So that's what an AI marketing department actually does, is it builds all those things and you basically can see it building products like live. I have a demo. I'm going to share that as a separate video for you guys of going through and building an actual, once we've trained an AI, going through and building an actual product, but you're seeing this is the process of what it looks like. So we decided on a new product. The first thing we do is go in and research, look at our avatars, and then now the AI content repurposer creates assets for each system. Once we've actually decided what we're selling, it chooses the headlines for us, the positioning, it does marketing audits, it does our content calendar, and it creates a custom researcher. And we've got a really good lead magnet creator We have an objection handler. We have AI creative option builders, SOP builders for internal systems. And all of those things live inside one AI marketing department, which is crazy. And the more you can build, there's so many parts of the process that you can build, not even just marketing, but like your operations and automations. We teach you how to do a massive parts of those systems. So just some of those examples, I built an AI command center for myself, and our each one of our teams has one, and it goes through this one's, you can see the organic social media. So we can see every single thing that's happening on our posts. Everything's done in real time. You can see what's performing. All you have to do is open each one of these and it's got details and it shows like who's saving time and who's doing what. I have a sales command center that's showing the reporting for each one of our products on what's doing what, who is how they're converting, and then we can go in and have our teams look at and optimize and make sure that, each thing is having the sales at once. There's some examples of some great things that we've built with AI for our clients. One of our clients has a directory that she wanted to have people be able to pay to get listed on the directory. So we built this awesome, cool directory for her, and then also the marketing systems behind it so that she can sell it to her audience, sell it on landing pages, all of those things. And then also in Claude Design, we build brand kits. Some of our clients are doing webinars, are doing presentations and promotions and all of those things. And so inside Claude Design, we're building all of those things after we're training and teaching it how to use each of those systems. And then my skills library is constantly being updated by all of these systems, and it's constantly trained by Claude, kind of like how I was describing in the beginning. We're training them with sales calls, we're training them with sales teams, we're training them with podcasts, with systems, with all the processes that we're doing. So we want to make something actionable that builds smarter, saves you time, saves you money, optimizes your process, saves labor hours, and makes it easy for you to make money. So two massive waves are colliding: the creator economy and the AI implementation era. So you want to make sure that you're actually being able to create content and implement all the things that you're learning and strategizing, even in this process of your AI marketing department. And the winners of the AI revolution won't be the ones who understand the technology the best. They'll be the earliest to market that gain the advantage of implementation. So the difference changes everything. You want a custom implementation system that you can engage with, and AI has changed that math forever. Now, just even you with one founder in AI, you can create an entire marketing department, which is insanity, especially the amount of money I have spent building marketing departments in the past. So just a reminder, we kind of have a 6-phase system: validate, architect, build, package, automate, and launch your AI marketing department. And the goal really is to give you 24/7 AI sales system, more leverage, more profit, less complexity. So you're getting sales every hour, lower payroll costs, faster time to market. Everything is tracked, so you're making data-driven decisions, cheaper cost per lead, and it's taking all the creativity part off of your hands so you're not stressed, like to the max. So part 3 is building the automated marketing department, and then part 4 is the 12-week framework. So we go through each part of this in the 12 weeks. So phase 1 takes 2 weeks, foundation and strategy. Phase 2 takes another 2 weeks, asset creation and lead system. Phase 3, sales build out, automation and email. Phase 4, traffic and growth. Phase 5, CRM and optimization. Phase 6. So then we build and install your systems to scale. So again, we're killing bad ideas flat. We're turning 18 months into 12 weeks. Speed compounds and certainty closes the gap between the time of idea to implementation. So this is why we built the Authentics AI marketing department. We literally include every single piece of this process for you, and you're learning live training every single week with me. You guys are in the founding group. We're just now launching this program. It's been in the works and been being built for a long time, and we've been using this system for clients, but I never had a done with you process where I was bringing folks into the experience where you can learn how to do it with me. So you guys are going to be the only folks that are going to get a chance to do this with me live, and we're going to go through and build everything with you guys live. So over 12 weeks, we help you install AI employees, automation systems, content engines, sales systems, dashboards, and lead generation infrastructure. And you're going to become the AI architect. Then you're going to build your AI workforce, your content creator, your social media manager, lead qualifier after we build out the AI architecture, which is going to teach you how to have basically your second brain inside AI. And then it's going to go through and build all these things, build a lot of these things for you. And then you're going to own your own command stack with data intelligence. And if you want, you can make your own data dashboards and all of those things. And you're never going to have to build alone. You'll have our team will be live. We'll be working on things with you, answering questions, building together, all of those things. And every business runs on 5 pillars. So you really need your offers, leads, follow up, sales, and delivery. So we've automated and systematized every single piece of that process. So you're not having to build around industry and constantly changing things, but we're just building around systems that you can change out tools or change out processes, but in general, we're using the same system. So you understand that it has to go through this set of checks and balances for every single thing that you're building. So phase one, clarity and blueprint. We want to get your competitor intelligence lab, your offer creation accelerator done. We have a mind clone system, we call it, where we go in and build your mind, your brain, so that every single thing you create from there is going to create really good high quality content. And then we have the offer creation engine, offer fulfillment system. All of those things are done in phase one. Phase two, we have the lead gen engine, funnel creation blueprint, email marketing and lead nurture, SMS automation CS system, and our social DM automation system. Phase three is turning on traffic. So we have our social ad creative lab where we're doing massive amounts of creatives in one shot, our social ad setup system. So we're automating the entire process of adding those things to ads, ad retargeting engine, content creation systems, all of those things for organic and ads. Then we have CEO mode phase four, where we're reporting and tracking the data mash dashboard with our Insight Matrix AI, our KPI systems and syncs across every channel, sales systems, data entry, all of those things you're going to be able to see in your own dashboard. Before we even start the program, your pre-work begins. So 12-week process, starting with AI foundations, where we learn how to organize your workspace, organize your workflow and your projects, and you know how to map things, prompt things. Your system is set up and you have a really, really good command center by day one that you're ready to start giving it instructions, and that we're all really aligned on our goals and teams, and we're seeing things in real time. So again, this is our AI Authentics roadmap, where you're learning how to get clarity and blueprint, build the timeline, build the machine, turn on traffic, get into CEO mode and analyze your data, make sure you're making data-driven decisions, and then we're scaling our empire. So the 12-week framework of our entire process looks like this. We broke everything out into 12 weeks, not 18 months or in 12 months, where you can go from beginning to end through this 12-week process. It's very systematized. It goes in a very order of operations. Week one, we build our foundation mind clone system, where we're training your brain, voice, image, video, and getting your mind clone activated so that your entire system is built out and ready to go. We have your tech stack. We're building by the end you build your tech stack, your mind, your setup, your workplace structure, your foundational workflows, your knowledge base. And by the end, you have a brand, voice, audience, offers, and business goals that are really, really clear of week one. Week two is strategy, positioning, and avatar. We're analyzing, researching the gap, building and training our avatar. And we have a conversion architecture method where we're mapping the customer journey, designing the experience, creating the conversion engine, testing and iterating, and then we can scale results. We have our money message method that uncovers the core transformation for clients, connects with the right people, crafts the money messages, drives the decision, and delivers results that multiply. And we have our market domination method that's included here too, where we're talking about positioning, attracting, converting, scaling, and dominating the market. Each one of these systems we build together that teaches you exactly how to go in and fill the gap in your marketplace, so you know that you can go through this systematized approach every single time you want to create a new product or program and or ads, or all of those things are all in one place. We also have our ad blast method where we create, target, and scale our ads. All of this is done. It's done a lot, and it's going to be intense, but you guys are going to love it. And by the time you're done, you're going to have exactly who your target market is, what they want, how to communicate, how to convert them, and you have a good go-to-market strategy. Week three, offer and brand system. We create from idea, we validate, we craft, test, and launch your offer creations. We have the brand building lab where we're discovering, positioning, defining message, designing your brand identity, making sure that it's clear across platform, creating authority and building a movement. So by the end, you will have a premium offer and scalable brand system that converts with really good content correction, direction, messaging assets, your value proposition, your signature offer framework is all built. Week 4, funnels, fulfillment, and lead flow. You have the fulfillment lab where your student learners centers, we create wherever it is that you're fulfilling your products, whether that's ecom or whether it's info product or coaching and consulting. We're getting your team set up, your operation system, your product fulfillment and creation. We have the lead gen lab where we're looking at attracting, capturing, nurturing, converting, and scaling your leads and figuring out your best lead sources and creating systems for generating you leads on autopilot. And most businesses break when leads finally arrive. So obviously, what would, and even just think about this, what would happen if you got 250 new qualified leads that showed up in your business today? Would you be able to handle that volume? I would say 99% of people would say no, unless you had an automated system. That's our goal, is we build you an automated system that can track, figure out how to sell to these people, fulfill on these people, deal with customer service, deal with fulfillment, deal with the offer creation, and put things in a packaged and systematized way that you can sell to 250 sales a day or whatever it is that your goal is. And then we have the funnels and fulfillment and lead flow process where we're making sure that all of your leads are created. So by the end of week 4, you have a business that can scale without operational chaos. You have lead capture and onboarding systems. We have fulfillment networks and lead routing. Week 5, we get your email engine all put together where we're cloning, and we call it the smart sequence engine, where we're identifying your audiences and figuring out how to put things into a sequence that's going to engage them automatically in email. And we build nurture campaigns, promotional sequences, re-engagement, branded templates, all of those things so that by the end of week 5, your email automations are ready to go. Week 6, we build your AI DMs responders, SMS automations, booking workflows, qualification systems, and follow-up sequences for your sales systems on the DMs. Week 7, we do organic content engine where we're creating content. We're figuring out we have our social to sale engine, how we're going to engage, nurture, and flow with folks, and how we're going to turn them from hot leads, people that are just seeing your content, to hot leads that want to buy and purchase your product. We have our content ad blast system where we're creating, amplifying your content so that it's making just great content that we can syndicate to all the channels. And by the end of week 7, you'll have content workflows, caption systems, content ad blast, sorry. Script generators, repurposing engine, content pipelines, all the things. Week 8, we do channel deployment labs where we're looking at the different marketing channels and we make sure that we're building Instagram workflows, LinkedIn, TikTok, etc., so that we're putting people into a platform specific system that's optimized for growth. Then by week 9, we're ready for paid ads on the channels that you want to work on. We have our ad frameworks, audience architecture, campaign planning, creative systems, and ad AI workflows. Week 10, we do our paid ad channel labs where it's like an in detail burst system that we build for each type of channel so that you're creating content for each channel. And by the end, you have systems for each channel that you're ready to deploy paid traffic and you know how to how to get all those things launched. And then by week 11, then we start repurposing and retargeting creative timeline because you have to spend a little bit of times with ads live before you have an audience that's big enough to do retargeting. So then we build our retargeting system with our creative pipeline. We have our Omni Reach matrix system, where we're looking at all the different channels and how we're retargeting on multi-channels. We're amplifying your content, all of those things, creating a follow-up engine. And then we have our insight matrix method, which is week 12, the dashboard and decision cockpit, where we have your KPI dashboards, reporting, tracking, performance systems, AI decision triggers, all of these things built by day 90. Now you have all of these things installed within 12 weeks. So it's crazy. It's insanity. It's probably going to be the most fun and intense 12 weeks of your life, but it will create a system for you that's going to scale. And then you'll be able to go and put any single piece of content through this system and create and launch new products at radical speed. So Plus, we have the Authentics monetization core where I teach you how to build 24/7 revenue systems structuring. And then we include the Authentics AI lab. I have spent so much time building the lab and making it amazing. The lab itself is has so many crazy strategies and techniques from amazing top 1% speakers already that are in the AI lab, in the Authentics lab, literally who have done trainings that are like multi-million dollar trainings, teaching you exactly how to get how we've gotten the best of the best clients, the most amazing results. And we're talking about top 1%, like the big names that you're seeing on social media. These are the folks that are running their emails, running their SMS, doing their content. All of that stuff is inside the lab and it's fire. It's so good. We've got sharks from Shark Tank. We've got, yeah, just content creators and all kinds of stuff. We have weekly group coaching. So we're going to go through this system live together and you're going to be able to ask questions. You'll never be alone. We have office hours where you can come and ask if you're stuck. I'm doing the live training, and then we'll have office hours where you can come and just ask questions. Then we have our custom AI student center where we have all kinds of trainings, and I go through and I record literally every single thing that I'm doing all the time. So then you can see the processes and understand those. And again, top 1% marketers of the world, you're literally going to see the best of the best strategies from the biggest brands. We have our Slack control center if you want implementation support. We have hot seat sessions where we'll go through and look at and help you guys build live. If you're having questions, if you're hung up and stuck on something, I have our replay library that you're never going to miss anything. If you have, you can pre-submit questions. I'll make sure that they get addressed on the call. And at the end of the day, you literally never have to do it alone. I'm here, our team is here, and we are masters of technical, all kinds of support, and just masters of the process of marketing. So, and you also get tons of bonuses if you decide you want to work with us in the program. We have our Automatics AI software stack that I'm building that has, you'll get access to like our creative pipelines, our templates, our lead gen strategies, all the things that I'm using in my custom Automatics software stack, which is so good. And it's so tailored and so customized. I'll teach you guys how to customize it. Our Automatics AI software is going to be included for 6 months. That by itself is a $2,400 value. And then you'll get a Biz Legal AI template pack, which helps you make sure your contracts and your privacy policies and all those things are up to date on your website with AI. You'll get the Skills Vault, which is insanity, all the prompts, frameworks, skills. I'll teach you guys how to do a plug and play system inside your Skills Vault, our AI bot library, how we're creating bots and doing automated email systems and bot systems. And our software stack alone is worth $15,000. And I would say even more than that. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars developing and building it, and you guys are going to get access to that. Plus our additional 15 bonuses. We have the Claude AI training program where I'm going to specifically go through Claude and show you guys exactly how to use that. We'll have our affiliate profit engine. If you don't have a product, but you know you're a great marketer and you want to be doing marketing, or if you want to learn more about how to master affiliate marketing where you don't have to build the product yourself, you just want to market it, totally got you there. Our launch blueprint, where we're going to teach you how to launch your new products in the fastest, most efficient way. We'll have all of that in there. Our Go High Level startup guide. I'm obsessed with Go High Level. I love it. We have all kinds of technical support about that and all kinds of access for that. Claude AI setup guide that we have additional skills and all of that kind of stuff in there. Our vibe coding masterclass, how to use vibe coding and all the different softwares so that you can create things in the fastest possible way with the least amount of stress. Our AI receptionist bot, if you're wanting to if you want to take calls and client calls and you want to have somebody that's responding to your messages and all of those things, we have bad AI receptionist systems. Our proposal builder, I am a custom proposal galley, so I always want to make sure my clients know that they have the highest touch experience. So whatever it is, the projects that you're doing, we have our proposal builder, our slide deck builder, which is phenomenal. The generic out of the box slides are kind of terrible for most of the LLMs. So we have a really good slide deck builder situation that will share with you system. Private interviews with top 1% marketers, like I mentioned, they're literally amazing. And I already have like almost, I think 30 or 40 trainings inside the student center from phenomenal top marketers. And they're teaching from everything from Hermes agents to OpenClaw to you name it, Cloud Code. Our lab community, the networking in there is phenomenal. amazing people that are doing just incredible things. And of course, I'm always there to help and support you in any way that I can. If there's anyone in my network that you want to meet, our ad swipe vault, you'll see what's working, the phenomenal strategies and structures that we're using with clients at scale, our dashboard launch kit where you can go in and start tracking everything. We also have bonus implementation and sprint days where if you're just getting stuck on something or you really just want to knock something out and build it all in one day, we have a lot of implementation days, high converting webinar templates. A lot of our clients are selling on webinars, so I have some really, really good templates for that that'll walk you through like our sales process and sales systems and all of that. So our total bonus value is 22,455. It's probably more than that with the AI Marketing Mastery course, AI Funnel and Website Builder, Lead Magnet Builder, Email Campaign Builder, Proposal Builder, Slide Deck Builder, private interviews with the top marketers, Marketing Lab community, ad swipe files, and dashboards, and all of our high converting webinar templates and implementation days. It's wild. So here's what you would be getting today, our 12-week live program, live coaching and office hours. Everything's going to be delivered live for the next 12 weeks. Our software stack that's custom and how we walk through the fastest possible implementation of our process, templates and support labs. Total value 56,769, which is wild. And if you guys want to pay in full, you'll get a VIP day bonus session with me. That's a private one-on-one intensive where we'll actually go through and look through everything that's happening with your plan and your business itself. And you'll also get map bonuses. If you guys sign up before the end of the summit, you will get an AI one-on-one audit bonus where I'll look at the biggest leaks in your business, your fastest automation opportunities, and I'll give you guys my training that I use for corporate AI installation, which is wild. That's a $5,500 value. And these bonuses expire as soon as this summit is over, which I'm extending till 48 hours. So you guys can check that out. And if you have a common misconception that, oh my gosh, I'm not technical enough for this, if you can use email and you can build slides, you can do this. There's no coding required. And do I have time to learn this? It's going to be about 4 to 6 hours a week. If you're going to get your implementation plan, maybe a little bit more. But if you're anything like me, you're probably already spending that much time, you know, if you are exploring AI, you're definitely going to be spending that much time just looking at other systems. Or maybe you've tried things before, tried programs before. We actually are, I would consider us more of an implementation process where we're actually installing things together. I want you guys to leave this process installed. Your AI marketing department is live. Or maybe you think my business is different. I've heard this a lot where, oh, I have specific systems for offers, leads, follow-up, sales, and delivery. We, again, don't build for industry. We build on systems. So every system, every business needs leads. Every business needs sales. Every business has email. There's a lot of systems that we're building. They run ads, all of those things. We're building all the systems. So they're industry agnostic and you can plug and play for your industry. Even if you don't have a product yet, Sprint 1 fixes that. We go through and we do our offer creation, offer validation, figure out exactly what's a perfect product for you to create. And if you get stuck, that's really my goals. We have support, office hours, implementation labs, hot seat. The SKOOL community is always live. I'm always answering questions in there, and you guys can always get my attention there. And of course, we have weekly calls. Are there hidden costs? No, you will have to pay for your own LLMs, but automatics is included for 6 months, which is crazy. I can't believe even my business coach talked me into allowing you guys to have that. But so the only other costs were going to be like LLMs or any other softwares that you guys want to use for your business. So that typically includes, I don't know, just some basic LLM stuff, and some of them are as cheap as 20 bucks a month. So it's not that expensive. Can I bring my team? Yes, we do have team seats available. If you do want to add team members, for sure, just let me know. We'll add them as well. Traditional route of marketing department, at least 6 hires, 6 salaries, 6 headaches. The traditional marketing department is between 22 and 55K a month if you're a decent sized marketer. This, I would say, even if you're $1 million brand a year, this is about the price that you're going to be paying. Email marketers, content strategists, media buyers, the Authentics route, obviously, where we're doing all of that in one connected AI infrastructure that works for you 24/7. The system compounds. You can constantly be training it. Your employees may leave in the traditional route. With us, the employees never leave and their systems always compound. They know they get smarter, they get stronger. And so the founder price for AI marketing department to work with us for the 12-week program is $6,800. It's way higher than that. It's over 15,000 normally. But if you guys are inside this event during the training, the painful price is only $2,500, which is literally insanity. I can't believe I'm doing it for that cheap. But I really want you guys to get on not miss the wave of all of the things that are coming, and it's about to get even more intense. We also have three payment options if you are you need to get AI in your business and you're not sure how, you don't have a framework, you know that there's marketing systems and you're constantly saving in Instagram videos and watching these things, but you don't actually have a system. This is really why I created the AI marketing department so that you could come in for one 12-week process and learn everything that you need to know about marketing. So the painful option. And with that, you get the AI implementation day with me. You get all the bonuses and you get the tech stack for 6 months and all of those things. Or you can do option two, or we do a payment plan for 6 weeks, or we have option three, which is the Klarna if you wanted to apply for Klarna. So most people getting one client, setting up one automation or avoiding one hire is definitely going to be way cheaper than 2,500 bucks. So that's crazy to me. Your AI marketing department, even if you installed or hired even one of these staff members, yeah, email marketer, these are the prices per year that you're paying per staff member, or you can build one AI marketing department where everything is all included and it's AI focused. So you have the option to stay as the bottleneck, or you can become the architect, and the version of your business that shows up in 12 weeks is going to blow your mind. I know it's already blown my mind as I watch clients go through this process and I see what they can create and the new income streams. And like I have one client right now, we started working with her 5 months ago, I think, and now she's on a month-long vacation and everything is working on automation in her business without her being there. So that's crazy to think. She was so burnt out and didn't think she could ever take any time off, and now she's literally gone for a month. So yay. So founder pricing is over when this event is over. Everything will go back to higher price. The bonuses expire in 48 hours at the end of this event. So you'll get, if you pay in full bonus, you'll get VIP day with me where we map your business. This is one-on-one, by the way, your highest leverage implementation map, build a sequence. And if you guys get started within 48 hours, you'll get the AI business audit as well, where I'll actually run every single thing, not just mapping your business, but actually run your audit and figure out exactly where the gaps are and do the gap analysis and get you guys a really, really good, clear path. So everything that's included today, the 12-week program, live coaching and office hours, software stack, templates, software and lab. And then if you do all the bonuses are the Claude AI training guides and programs, a vibe coding masterclass, go high level startup guides, AI product launch blueprint, affiliate profit engine, the AI receptionist bot, AI proposal builder, AI slide deck builder, private interview labs with our top marketers, AI Marketing Lab community, add swipe files, dashboard launch kit, implementation sprint days, and our highest converting webinar templates. And then if you guys get started with us, VIP day with Lindsay for the fast action bonus if you get started in 24 hours, which is crazy. So your investment today is only 2,500. Our normal price for this program is 15,000, and it will be going up to that. So my business coach basically talked me into we've mainly only done for you done for you systems for our clients. So we do now decided we're going to start doing a done with you program to really help you guys get this implemented. And so we're going to see how it goes. I've got 10 spots open and that's all we're doing for 12 weeks. And then after that, I don't know if I'm going to reopen it again because I enjoy doing done for you. We do have a done for you option that installs some of the foundations for you with the AI marketing department. If you guys want to do done for you, and you just want your offer and positioning foundation, your brand system, your messaging and voice system, your lead gen engine, and your automated email, your first AI employee, and we'll do a video walkthrough and handoff for you. That we do. This typically comes to you within 6 weeks. So the price for that is 1997. So message me if you want information about that. We're only accepting 10 people into the done for that small minor, it's like a small portion of our full done for you installation. And then also, if you guys want the full AI marketing department done for you installed, we'll credit that amount towards that done for you installation. So let me know. So definitely click to get locked in, save your seat, and make sure you don't miss out on this opportunity because I don't know if I'm going to do it again. Haven't made any decisions. But with the AI marketing department, you get everything: your lead gen setup, your funnels and automation, content and copy, ads and campaigns, CRM, social media, AI powered systems, reporting, strategy, growth, all of those things. And this really is your door of opportunity. There's not going to be another foundational shift in the way that we do life in our generation. So, want to give you guys this opportunity to be on the cutting edge. Don't miss out on those, the opportunity costs that we talked about before, where it's like if you're losing $100,000 a month by 6 months, you're going to be $600,000 less rich than you should be. So, I'll see you guys on the inside. Definitely grab all the bonuses. I don't want you guys to miss out on that. We've got some really, really good bonuses, and I can't wait to see how you guys are functioning and crushing it on your AI installations. So you can find links to all of this inside the SKOOL community. You can message me at lindsay@authenticsai.com. You can find me on Instagram at Lindsay B. Shearer. And you can also, we'll have the links for all of this stuff in the SKOOL community with the AI Marketing Lab. I cannot wait to see you guys inside. And this is really going to be a game changer for your business if you're not doing marketing yet or you need a plan for AI installation for marketing. So I can't wait to see you guys there.